What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's YouTube show, episode 4 for Annie's Adventures. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to reach my goal of 1,000 followers. I'm still learning this camera. I got a point here so it looks like I'm looking at you instead of there. Anyways, I have an awesome show this week. I have 3 amazing guests today, so I don't say it wrong. I have El Tiger Taqueria. I have Por Favor and and the Tiki Lounge. If you guys haven't been to any of them, the Tiki Room, excuse me, you're missing out. These are all amazing businesses. I cannot wait to dive in and inspire you guys, like introduce you to different things about them you might not have known. I do know how to speak, I swear to God. We're gonna get this going. So first off, I do like to start the same way every time. I work at Leo Marketing. It's a local full-service marketing agency here in El Paso, Texas, Central. We do completely understand the El Paso market and the mañana time and how to talk to people here. That being said, if you're ready to take your business to the next level, we can help you with TV, radio, billboard, print, and OTT. We go on and negotiate for you. It doesn't cost you anything to use us for that. And then we also help with social media. Video production is huge for us. Graphic design, photography, SEO, Google, branding, PR, everything and anything under the sun, we can help you. And also, of course, with Annie's Adventures, I can help you with any social media postings to help send new clients your way that way as well. So without further ado, I do want to go on and spin this camera around. Kind of introduce here. What's up, Emily? How you doing? Hi, Noel. Hi, Chef. How are you guys doing today? Thank you guys so much for coming in. I know it's the middle of a work week, so thank you again. I do appreciate it. Let's go on and start with Emily. I usually I go this way. I'm gonna get crazy. We're gonna start this way. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. Thank you so much for coming in. So Por Favor, we recently changed the name.
We did.
Yes.
We were Uno Mas. For those who knew us as Uno Mas, we ended up having to change. There's I'm gonna give them props. There's a small taco place on Alameda.
Oh, cool.
And it just kind of kept intersecting. And
All right,
we
I
finally
see.
just decided. They never registered their name with the Secretary of State. We did. We ended up, being okay with changing just because it was causing. So, Por Favor was actually our original name that we wanted before Uno Mas.
I love it. I love play on
Somebody,
words.
Convinced us. So we really like Por Favor, and we've gotten a lot more buzz from it. So,
Good. Oh, I just wanted to mention that just in case people had seen the post previously, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean the aesthetics are the
changed.
same and everything, so it's very it's all the same. It's just a new name.
Definitely,
Yeah.
and of course, Leo Marketing is our marketing company,
yes.
and they
Thank you.
just did a fantastic job of transitioning us, and it's been really seamless. So thank you
Awesome.
for that.
I appreciate it. I really do. So how long have you guys been around?
So we actually started a year ago, February.
Oh my gosh,
We
already.
bought our trailer in November of 2021.
Okay.
And again, we have full-time jobs. It's my best friend and I are partners in this business, but we always loved making just like natural organic cocktails.
Okay.
We everywhere we would go, we would see them pouring like the juice, and
Yeah.
we're just like, we don't want to do that. We want to do real. So we said, let's buy a horse trailer. Let's just see what we can do. We found one in Sacramento. A friend of ours made it for us. He refurbished it.
Oh wow.
It's all
It's
California
beautiful, by the
redwood.
way.
It really is beautiful. They delivered it to us in January, and we launched, and we had a pretty good year just for being the newbies on the block.
Yeah.
It is not our full-time job, I'm gonna say that, but
Yeah.
we love it. So we spent all our weekends last year just working the trailer, working weddings, working events, farmers markets.
Yes.
Till the state, kicked us out. It's okay, Texas.
Hi, Texas. Always ruining the fun.
We just love it. We pride ourselves we started as like a margarita trailer because we love margaritas. Today's National Margarita Day.
Yes, that's right.
That's really what we started doing. So we're doing margarita parties and different things like that, and it's our bases, and it's all natural. So any cocktail we make, we brought you some samples, but doesn't have the alcohol. But we brought you some samples of our bases. It's all fresh fruit. It's all organic. We have
Made
people
from
who
scratch.
make HEB runs or Trader Joe's runs.
Whoa, that's right. You did tell me you go to
Yeah.
HEB.
Yeah,
And you know
so
my addiction.
We just make sure we're doing it. You'll never find like a bottled juice in anything that we do. And so
That's awesome.
with our wedding clients or event clients, we do like to just custom make their menu with them, whatever they choose. We bring the trailer out. We serve our drinks. we've done a lot of private parties as of recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, those,
That's good.
those are pretty fun. We are the only mobile horse trailer that is fully licensed in El Paso.
Okay, that's important.
Yeah, it is important just because it works either way. You can give us the alcohol or we can bring everything to you. And then we can provide a lot of things that maybe people don't get easily because of our distributors. So
Okay.
that's always, it's really nice.
Yeah.
So it's worked out for us. We love the fact that we're licensed, and it's made a huge difference of where we can go as well. So
100%.
we've been to other cities in Texas just because we have that license to move. But other than that, we opened a space called Venue. It's kind of tied to Por Favor.
Yes,
It's
so
just
beautiful.
a small space. It's on the corner of Yandel and Cotton. You've never
Central
seen
El
it.
Paso,
Again.
perfect, right off of 10.
Yeah, again, passion project. Not anything that's open every day for you to come and drink, but
Right.
if you need a space or something, we did a So Far Sounds concert. We've done a couple of like singles nights with this other organization. We're about to do construction, and the way it's situated now, then some different rooms, and we're gonna bust out the wall in the center and just make one center bar,
Awesome.
so that it's an open concept, and that hopefully will be done in about a month or two with that.
It's so beautiful inside too, and that's actually how I met you the first time.
It is.
Yeah. So you guys are very well versed in this area, even though, again, like you said, this isn't your full-time job. This is your passion project. So, but it is something you guys understand and take very serious.
Yeah, the business I'm in, I'm actually an accountant for 5 different companies. One of them at the time was a ballroom that I helped my boss run for 2 years because he didn't have anyone. So we definitely know what it takes to put on an event. We are branching out. We can do anything. When we had to shut our ballroom down because of COVID. It was unfortunate because it really was beautiful. Everything came with us. So, we actually can do anything. We've done like a full-scale wedding for someone. We did all the flowers. We did the cocktails. We did everything.
Yeah.
So, we do different kinds of, we'll do the charcuterie thing, which hopefully, is going out, but it's still very popular. We've done mimosa bars, Bloody Mary bars. We can do anything. So as far as events, Por Favor isn't just the mobile horse trailer. We can do anything and everything for you.
Yes. And again, you are local, you are licensed, and you mentioned being able to custom create. So tell us more about that.
So anytime we have a client, whether, like I said, we've been doing a lot of private parties lately, they want a spectrum of things. And so we've definitely had where they want a specialty margarita. We now have done a fig margarita, a quince margarita. Like if you can come up with, if you tell me what you want, we can come up with it. We started doing our own sangria, which people have loved. They're like, can we buy it from you just like that? I'm like, no, you have to hire us. But custom created, we could just do any kind of drinks that they want. So like we did a mimosa bar, and so we had to, again, like I said, we run to wherever the closest city is to get the fruit we need. But we've done like just a pair of mimosas. We did a yuzu mimosa. We'll custom create. You can dream it and tell us what you want. We can do it.
So my question is there a culinary influence there, or like?
So my best friend Sarah, she doesn't want to be on camera.
She's over here like, hi.
She actually is. She again, I don't know why she doesn't do it as her full-time job, but she's a chef. She went to Le Cordon Bleu.
There it is.
And graduated, and she has her culinary degree and a degree in patisserie. So that's kind of the side that we got it from. And then we trained, there's a famous mixologist out of New York. We've trained with him. I actually have a very good friend from high school who is actually a professional bartender. He travels the world. He's Snoop Dogg's private bartender right now. And
so
he
cool.
actually has trained us and taught us what ingredients go together, what don't. Because sometimes we'll be like, what about this? And then we think it's good, and he's like, that doesn't go together.
Horrible. What are you thinking?
Like,
Don't ever do it again.
We liked it, but that's just kind of the background. We, again, and you know me, I know you, so I will sponge and learn anything.
Yeah.
They make fun of me at work. I have 4 degrees. I'm always in school. I'm in school right now.
That's amazing.
Getting another master's. So we like learning.
Yeah.
So if there's like a class and it's teaching us something, we're there.
I love it. I love it.
And so, that's just kind of where it comes from. We picked up from everywhere and just tried to learn some different things. We're by no means, mixologist of mixologists winning awards, but we like to put flavors together that we like, and we pride ourselves and will never veer from, it has to be natural. It's just everything has to be a fruit. Everything has to be, we're not going to have Tropicana.
Okay.
Or, I saw a YouTube video from someone, and they were like, oh, we're shopping for this event, and it was like simply orange and simply this, and I'm like, no, we're going to make it. So That's Sarah's job.
That's awesome.
She juices all the juices. She makes all the syrups. And again, at venue we have a full commercial kitchen, so we work together.
Right. And at the venue, again, you can help with everything from flowers to cakes to catering to having the bar, having a DJ or whatever it is. You guys, it's a one-stop shop.
We pulled all our contacts from the ballroom with us. And so we've been able to do for some wedding clients just everything. Like, you can do that, you can do that. And so we've just been able to do everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you even need, like, someone to marry you, they can help you find that. Yeah.
I mean, we have 3 people who we get to marry.
Yes. I love it.
Absolutely, yeah. So, again, passion project, but all our passion is in it. You know what I mean? We love it. It's just fun for us. But I have some samples for you guys. We didn't put alcohol because I know you don't like anything.
Yes.
We figured people might be driving, but... this is our grapefruit, and this is our blackberry jalapeno.
Okay,
and
this is the grapefruit?
Yeah, so the light pink is going to be the grapefruit.
Okay.
And this is going to be blackberry jalapeno. Pairs well with vodka or tequila. Definitely missing the alcohol.
And you said
just so you
blackberry
can taste
jalapeno? What the heck? I never even...
Yeah,
blackberries are very sweet.
Yeah, the blackberries are really sweet this season. We're like, man, we gotta get some tart in there.
How different.
Wow.
So smooth.
But
very nice.
Grapefruit is our most popular.
And they're beautiful.
And again, just needs that tequila, some contour. Done.
I love it. And how do people find you?
So, we do... I bought a domain finally. I did email what's his name and told him you guys are gonna have to do this for us. But on Instagram it's por favor, POUR FAVORELP. Facebook the same. You can find us there. We'll take, we do our messages through there. We again, like, you are our marketing people, so you guys help us take care of intercepting. But those 2 are the main ways that you can find us right now. Like I said, I just bought the domain, so website.
Perfect. Coming soon. Sorry, that was so good. I like down there. Is there anything else that we want to mention that we haven't covered yet?
So I think just the last thing we want to mention, and this is not a knock on anyone, but again, because this isn't how I feed my family. This is just something we love to do. We have been able to kind of keep our prices through COVID and post-COVID the same as when we started. And so we're seeing a lot of, mobile trailers, event companies that double, tripled their prices per hour. We have stayed the same. So if you're out there looking for a mobile horse trailer for your event or anything, keep us in mind because we are definitely going to be the most reasonable because we're just like, we love to do this.
Yeah.
So that's why we're doing it. So I think it's important to mention just because when you're doing a wedding, these budgets get crazy.
Yes.
And so even an event or a party, it can skyrocket. I mean, you're out there buying food to feed 100 people. It's crazy. So we definitely have been able to keep our pricing the same as day one. We haven't raised our prices anywhere. We're not going to. This is something we love to do, and that's why we do it. So.
That's awesome. Yeah. Perfect. I feel like I had something, but I lost it. But if I get it again, I will come back. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Of course.
And again, that's Por Favor on Facebook and Instagram. Website coming soon. Yes. Thank you so much, Emily.
Of course, thank you. I'll say your next guest is in the next Tiki room next.
Yes.
Okay. If you're not going, go. If you haven't made the res, do it. It is so freaking amazing. I love it.
I love it. Thank you so much for the intro.
Absolutely.
I love it. All right, Noelle.
So sweet.
Tiki room's everything.
It is though. It is so great. And thank you so much for inviting me this past week. I had an amazing time at your new location. Welcome, Noelle from the Tiki Room. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Yes. So you guys, I'm sorry?
No, it's just windy and crazy
outside. It's crazy outside. It's nuts. So you guys have a brand new location.
Yep.
And you've been open for how long now?
We just finished week 4.
Week 4.
Yeah, so we opened on the 20th of January.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're on year 3 now. We're starting year 3, so it's been pretty fun. It's been a fun ride.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And the expansion is gorgeous. It's downtown in Union Plaza, right next door to the dueling piano bar.
Yeah,
it's
so
super
much fun.
It's a cool little atmosphere that's starting to happen over there.
Yeah.
And coming back because that was such a poppin' spot before, and the architecture there is gorgeous.
Yeah.
So it's cool to have some fun locations back there. So you guys just recently opened. You do have a full bar and the menu. Do you want to just kind of tell us about yourself?
Yeah, so if everybody remembers, we were the Toltec Tiki Room, but then we moved locations out of the Toltec building, so we just changed that to the Tiki Room, just dropped that out of our name.
Yes.
I've been obsessed with tiki bars, and I thought I need to have a tiki bar in El Paso, and I married a chef, and I was like, we should just do something that kind of complements both of our skills and our passions, and we went for it. So now we are downtown at the Union Plaza. It's a great space, a lot of nostalgia there for us. When I was approached about the idea, it was kind of a no-brainer. We already grew out of our smaller space, so
Right.
I was like, okay, where are we gonna be? And then this kind of just fell in our lap, and I was like, perfect.
Oh,
This is
nice.
great. Yeah.
So it all just kind of
Yeah,
works
worked out.
perfect, right?
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, everything's been good down there. We're super stoked. My husband, Chef Martin, we like to call him our Tiki.
He's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Like so sweet. You guys have great taste in music too, by the way.
Thanks.
With the food, oh my god, the food.
Yeah, he was here, but he's on kid duty, so like, you get the kids.
Nice. Thanks, Chef.
But yeah, I'm really excited for him. And one of the major factors for our move was to have a bigger kitchen. He was doing miracles where we were.
Right.
Now he has like a full open concept kitchen. You can see everything that's going on. He can interact more with the guests, and it's just overall it's like a better space for us. Yeah.
What was it previously where people might remember the space so they can kind of
it
remember?
was Tabla before,
Yes.
which was one of my favorite restaurants
Yeah.
back then.
Excellent.
And then I think before that was called Commonwealth. It was another.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think 101, if we go
Back in
farther
the
back.
day?
Yeah.
Was it a
90s.
101?
Yeah, 101.
Was it really back then? I mean,
Yeah.
they've had like 100 locations, which they have a brand new location, and Joe's going to come on soon to talk about it.
Yeah, so it's a really good space. We're really excited. We got our patio going up here soon for spring season to start. Baseball's gonna kick
patio
off
coming
soon, and yeah, we're stoked about that. It's been a fun ride, and like I said, we've settled in quite nicely. We feel really good there.
It's gorgeous in there. It's so cool, and it's like you guys needed this extra space because it was always, again, reservations are highly encouraged. If it's during the earlier hours, it's easier to get a table, but in the evening it is harder to do. It is one of those places where people want to be and they don't want to leave. Right? Well,
I cry when they tell me I have to. But then I just go back again 2 weeks later.
There you go.
we keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Make you want to come back for more.
Exactly.
But we are reservation based. We prioritize that. We also have walk-in seating that we just reserve solely for that purpose. But we like to kind of anticipate our evening service. For us is like number one, and if we can anticipate what's coming in, we can prepare better, and that has a lot to do with it.
Yes.
But yes, always reserve, especially weekends, and we're only open Thursday to Sunday at this location, so we're everybody's kind of packing in when they want a tiki, right? So it's been good, but I mean, always take your chance and walk in. We might have something.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then I have to say, every time I've gone, your staff is amazing.
Thanks.
Yeah. And they're so knowledgeable of the entire menu and recommendations on because I don't drink, and you guys know that I don't drink, and so they're always like very cool with recommendations and so forth. And
we have I opened the bar pregnant, so
cool.
We had mocktail. I was like, we need to have a mocktail menu.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's important.
We do everything fresh too in house, and with our juices and our syrups, and even our coconut creams we make in house. So all of that's very intentional and makes great for mocktails as well. Because we do make those kinds of drinks.
Sure.
We can kind of put something together that tastes really yummy, and it's all the fun without the booze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of the drinks come in very cool OG tiki glasses. Those are hard to find. If you jack a glass, don't be that jerk. There is a thing on the menu too.
Yeah, $40. Steal a mug, $40.
I mean,
plus tax, plus
you have to put it there because
there's.
I'm sure there is experiences out there where people are actually jacking your stuff.
Yeah, it happens. Not cool to steal from businesses, but it happens every now and then. But we do just put a disclaimer on there, and try to deter people from stealing our stuff. But they're cool. You can also ask if you can buy one, and we'll probably sell it to you cheaper.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. We actually have our Mai Tai glass. So we have Mai Tai glasses coming in next week. So those will be up for sale, and they'll also be what we serve our Mai Tais in. So watch out for those. And then we are working on our custom mug right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I'm like the whole time I'm like going back and forth to Emily and you're like,
I'm gonna tell you, I've been obsessed since you opened, because I first got the thing. There was like an announcement somewhere, maybe on social media, and I told her, and we've been working together for 4 years. So like the week it opened, we're like, we're going, and we've been obsessed. Like that macaroni.
I know.
the mac. We go back just for the mac.
Right? And
Yeah.
then, but then I say, that's what I was saying. You go back for the mac, but then I go back for the shrimp. And she goes for the bao. I mean, everything. It is absolutely phenomenal.
That's pretty interesting.
It's so good.
And then they light
You'll
my little
love it.
lime on fire. I just.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
try to have a good time, and
Yeah.
you know, if anybody's been there, you know, like we're super laid back, and the vibe is chill,
It is.
and you know, I don't think anybody really comes in a bad mood
No.
to the
How
place.
can-
It's a destination bar, so people plan on coming,
Mhm.
but even if you come in a bad mood, I think I always tell my
It's
That's
not
why
gonna
I
last
go,
long.
because I'm in a bad
Yeah.
mood.
like give them 5 minutes, and you'll see it's gonna turn around quite quick.
Every
You-
time we make a friend, we take them to the tiki room.
Aw.
Like every time, we're like, remember
And
this
isn't
friend,
it
and
the
we're like,
coolest?
Hey, you guys wanna go to the tiki room?
And it blows their mind every time.
Every time.
Every time, yeah. It's so
Guys.
unique. It's not like anything else you'll see here in El Paso or really a lot of other places. Like I say, you just like El Charlatan was on last week. It's a complete dining experience at the
Yeah.
Tiki Room.
Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
It's awesome. Let's talk about this new menu that you guys also have too,
Yeah.
because I got to check out the dynamite mussels. Oh my god! I'm never gonna order and share with anybody again.
They're really good. I
Yeah.
know. They're like OG, like Japanese, like old style, like
Yes.
baked mussels. Really good.
Beautiful.
We added that to the menu. We also added mochiko chicken, which is like a Hawaiian style fried chicken, using mochiko flour, which is like tapioca. It's really delicious. It's like a Hawaiian, like original, but with Martine's take on it. And we added some pork wings, and
Yeah, those are good.
now we have more vegan options too.
Yes.
We like to use king oyster mushrooms in a lot of our stuff because, well, just vegan stuff because you're so versatile. You know, chef, right? It's like really the texture is like can be like meat-like or like
Yes.
scallop-like. Yeah. So we have some new things like including an oyster mushroom masubi.
Mm-hmm.
We have spam masubi, spicy tuna masubi, and oyster mushroom masubi now. And then we have an oyster mushroom bowl. And our hot dog's always been vegan if you want it.
So good.
Yeah, you can get all vegan or plant-based, yeah. But yeah, there's just some of the new things, and chef's rolling out maybe 1 or 2 more dishes, but you know, it is a full-service restaurant. I think people are starting to realize now that we have food in the older place. Like people didn't understand that, I think, because we just had the cocktails kind of came forward more there, but now people can see everything happening and they can see like, oh gosh, they do have
There's a
food.
kitchen,
Yeah.
full kitchen.
Yeah, like I said, Martin was working miracles in the old location, and now he has like the full range to like kind of just be more expressive. But you know, it's bar food, and it's meant to be, you know, eaten with drinks. You know.
Okay, yeah, it's
Trying
bar
to do
food, but it's
amazing,
not
like-
bar food. Let's be real here.
Okay.
Like, you're not gonna be going in there and ordering taco or like nachos
Yeah,
or like bean
no fries,
nachos.
no fries, guys.
No,
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you know, this is on another level. Not like any other bar food you're gonna find in any other bar. Period. It's amazing. It's so good, and I completely recommend everybody check it out. If you haven't, especially if you have been, you need to go and see their new location. This is one of the places that if you have family, friends, anybody, you want to take them here and just again blow their mind, because everybody's mind will be blown.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a larger space too now for groups, so we can seat up to 15
Yes,
in one area, which
that's
is big
true.
for us because we were, you know, people want to come with a big group, and
Yeah.
we only had 1 6 top, and it was like, where do we put
Sorry,
10
dudes.
more
Yeah.
people, you know? And people did it. They squished in, you know? But we like to be like transparent. We want people to have a very good time. So
Yeah.
that's part of the expansion, is like a larger lounge area, which
Yes.
has really been like really helpful for us, and
Mhm.
really, you know, accommodating for guests that wanna,
Absolutely.
like come and bring a large group, you know?
And then you guys do have so reservations are really recommended. There is a reservation time, but again, because it's a bigger space, if there's open tables, there's no problem playing musical chairs and moving them around
No,
and letting
yeah.
them stay
I always
longer.
tell people,
and,
like, if you guys are like chill and like happy with us, and you know, let us do our thing to try to accommodate. Like we always try. I mean,
Yeah.
like reservations are an hour and a half. We extend your time always if we can. If you want to stay a little bit longer, you're not finished with another drink, or you wanted to maybe order something else, we usually move people to the bar. We can move to our cocktail lounge area, but we try really hard to just accommodate everybody. Yeah. Thursdays, Sundays, good time to like walk in. Fridays, Saturdays, like crazy.
Yeah.
So definitely reserve, and like I said, just always try walking in, because you never know, people don't show up to their reservations or.
And then you even just said just the other day you had a group of ladies where you moved them 6 different times.
They were really nice, and they just kept wanting to like just hang out. They didn't want to go anywhere else, and they just were kind of feeling.
Why would they want to?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I feel like it's a safe place too for a lot of people. You know, they get there and it's like, we don't care where you came from, who you are, where you're going, any of that stuff. Like you're here now.
Have some good times.
It's dark. It's chill. Like intimate little seating. You know, people may or may not see you, and that's okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
I've always described it from the first location, and it carries over to this new location. It's like walking into a Quentin Tarantino movie. And the first location, I really did feel like I had to walk. Like I was like, "Is there an alley entrance?"
Oh, I ran into you in the alley.
What? Yes, and I was like, "What's the password?" You know, like, it just has a super cool vibe, unlike anyone else. So again, if you haven't been, you're missing out. Go and check them out soon. Make those reservations. Just do it. Just save yourself some time. And of course, tell them I sent you. Is there anything else we want to mention? How do they find you?
Everywhere online. The Tiki Room EP is like our handle for Instagram and Facebook. That's our URL for our website, and you can reserve. There's a reserve button on Instagram. There's a reserve button on Facebook.
Perfect.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Also, we're a bar, so it's 21 and over, guys.
That's right. Yeah. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah. I feel like lately I've been doing a lot of posts, and I'm running out of text room in there, so I can't like add all the information. So good. And anything else that we forgot?
No. I'm really happy to be here.
Yes. No. Thank you for coming. Isn't she? Yeah. Awesome. All right, El Paso, go check it out. The Tiki Room. And what's your address again?
It's 115 Durango, Suite D as in dog.
Love it. Right next to Elton's Dueling Piano Bar. You guys make a whole night of it. You will love it all. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Annie.
All right, Chef Monstro. How's it going?
Good, and Yanni?
Good. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've been like wanting to have you on my podcast for a couple years now. You're a hard man to nail down. Thank you so much for coming on. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening with you guys right now. And so Chef Enrique was here last week. He mentioned you, of course, being, in his opinion, the top chef here in El Paso. And coming from him, I was like, oh, man, that's awesome. But then you told me that he worked with you. I didn't know that. I love how you're connected with a lot of chefs here in El Paso. And I met you in the backyard at my friend's house. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, this is what they do on Sundays. Like, what do you mean? And it's like, it's amazing. It's really cool. The culinary scene in El Paso is top notch, period. But if you just tell me, I guess, where you started, where you're from, and then we can kind of get into the more.
I was born here in El Paso, but I was one of those kids that I was born. My mom was out of the hospital and then back to Juarez. So I was raised in Juarez. I lived there for like 21 years.
Okay.
And then I've been in and out of both cities like multiple times, like in the last 15 years, but combined, like I lived like 21 years here, and like in Juarez, and like I've been in El Paso for like about 6 years.
Okay.
6-7
Oh,
years.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I started, I guess, like I lived my life until I was like about going into high school over there in Juarez, and my dad's side of the family, they own a restaurant that's been open for like 32 years.
Oh, wow.
In downtown Juarez. So like
What's it called?
it's called La Cabaña.
Okay.
And there's like confusion because
Emily's like, I know.
there's like a really popular like steakhouse group that it has the same name, but my grandma, it's more like an old school, like kind of like fonda style gig in downtown Juarez.
Awesome.
So yeah, I basically grew up like in that area and like working all around like the restaurant, like I think I've heard my grandma mention a few times that I was like peeling potatoes like at 3-4 years old.
Really?
Like, helping her in the kitchen.
So it's always just been.
Yeah, and then at some point I was like the delivery guy. At one point I was the.
You worked your way
server,
up.
The dishwasher, the flat top guy. Like.
Yeah.
It was like the family business.
Yeah, you did all the positions.
Yeah, basically, and then I went like I came over for high school, and then I went into college. And once I was like through the middle of college, I had like this really heavy like car accident, and I was never able to like get back to like regularize like my college like credits and hours,
Okay.
and basically end up losing like my scholarship,
Oh my gosh.
and I can't afford to go back to college. So the only thing I knew how to was to cook.
Okay.
So one of my friends back in the day, he used to have this wine bar that was called Red and White. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was
Sounds
like,
kind of familiar.
was- first was on the east side, then they moved like over where like Toto Burger and Star City Kitchen and all those places used to
Okay.
be at, like right across the street
Oh,
from
yeah.
from
It was
Corner
like
Tavern was back in
Something
the day.
fish was there or something
Yeah,
like that.
and that Japanese bowl place, it's still
Okay.
there in that.
Yeah,
and it was like the
Marami
one
or-
right to the left. So yeah, I asked him if I can like work there and wash dishes or whatever, and like I start seeing like what like working in a restaurant is, but like a nice one with like international cuisine and like really cool quality products. So I just like kind of like fell in love with it, you know?
Okay.
And I just
More fine
kept
dining.
going, yeah. And I did that for a little bit, and then kind of had like a good run around the city. Like I did Copy Monk for a little bit, Crave for a little bit, and then I finally landed like a really cool job under Chef Carlos Castillo from Juarez at Anson 11.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I worked for him, same thing, like from a prep cook all the way to like sous chef, and then eventually like running the kitchen.
Oh wow.
And then from there I started going around a little bit. Like I went to Alaska to work as a chef, as executive chef for a restaurant over there as well. And
Is that how you got into this pop-ups there in Alaska that you do?
well, no, actually that came over like way after.
Oh.
Cause yeah, I did.
You just like to go to Alaska, like this guy from El Paso and Juarez just goes to Alaska on the regular.
You know, it was like really good money, and I was really young, so I was
awesome.
like, okay, yeah, let's go to this. And I was supposed to only stay there for 6 months, and I ended up doing almost 2 years.
Oh, cool.
And then after that, came back, and then popped out again. Like, and then I went and worked in San Francisco for like a few months as well.
Okay.
Worked under this amazing chef, Dominique Ren. She's currently like 3 Michelin star, and she's like everywhere
wow.
in the culinary scene. Came back, and then I started working in what was going to be like a project for the Stanton Hotel
Yes.
in downtown, like for Tap Diaz, and then did that. Same thing, worked there for a few years, and then that was over, and then during that time in Tap Diaz, that's when I started like really hanging out with the guys from Cascabel in Juarez,
Mm-hmm.
and we started doing like that the colgados, like the
Yeah.
hanging meat stuff.
That is amazing.
And yeah,
it's
pretty
the one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life.
And doing that, we actually had the opportunity to like do a lot of travel, and we've done it in Guadalajara like maybe 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
We've done it in Oaxaca, in Guanajuato, in Mexico City.
Just pop-ups.
Yeah, with that,
And can
with
you
that concept,
can you explain that concept again?
So basically,
We touched on it last
Basically, it's an Argentinian inspiration, but not necessarily like
A style.
like it's the style, you know. But we basically take like that inspiration out of cooking with smoke and with like really heavy heat combined.
Mhm.
So because there's also like these same types of like cooking or similar types of cooking in like the northeast region of Mexico, like in Monterrey and Nuevo León and Tamaulipas, like cabrito, it's very common, and it's like the same technique. You just suspend like a little goat on a stick,
Yeah.
but instead of us using a stick and like a whole animal, we just use what you would call subprimal cuts, which are like bigger,
Mm-hmm.
and then we hang them. So you start like at the very bottom, so you get like a really high heat, and then eventually as it cooks, you start moving upwards, so
Okay.
you just finish smoking basically.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. It's really cool. They got like garland of fruits and vegetables hanging off of
Yeah,
it.
so the idea of
different types of
the idea of
meat.
it's kind of I find it like very like crafty, artsy,
Yeah.
because ideally you also wanna measure your coals and your wood, so you finish cooking, and then at the same time like the coals are over, you know.
Yeah.
You don't have like an over excess of burning
Sure.
material, and then Also, ideally, like you will like for everything on the menu to come out from that. So sometimes we like work with like maybe like doing like a grilled salad or maybe like a grilled
Right.
dessert, or like
Yeah,
incorporate-
pumpkin. I don't remember what it was when you did the pop up with Charlottetown, but you guys like had pumpkins.
Oh, like
And
like back in the
squash
day,
and-
right?
yeah.
It was like squash, but the squash we also smoke it, and then we turn it into like something else, like
Yeah.
sweet cream or something.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah. But yeah, it's basically like the cool thing about it, I guess, it's like it's like a whole ceremony, like it involves like a lot of people. It involves planning. It involves like a lot of people helping each other. Definitely like drinking.
Yeah.
So-
of course.
And then yeah, it just becomes almost like a ritual of fire and like food,
Yeah.
Like, so I
Our
think that's-
food and friends though, because
Yeah.
I mean, anytime I see you guys doing it, everybody is the most happy.
Yeah.
Everyone, all the chefs are like, they're just huge smiles, and then of course like people on my end who are eating, and we're like, let's go. We're like, we already know when we see this, whatever it's called, because I can never remember. Like it's gonna be top shelf. You know,
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
awesome.
It does pay off the waiting and the patience.
It does, yeah. It's a whole exciting dining experience. Again, it's completely different. And then Chef Enrique also mentioned, I guess you guys had a pop up recently where you
Yeah.
guys made 10 tacos. It was like
Yeah.
a 10 taco dinner.
Yeah, Enrique went nuts. on
Yeah,
that.
that's what he was saying. He's like,
But-
hindsight means 2020, but it was ambitious, but it was
like, okay,
delicious.
let's
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, like, I mean, we always talk about how it's like if you don't shoot yourself a little bit on the food for like an event, like it's kind of boring, So,
Okay.
So this time it was 10 tacos,
Yeah, that's a lot. That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Also.
it was pretty fun actually.
Yeah, and the thing too with these chef dinners, that's what they are. These pop ups. The price is stupid amazing.
Yeah.
Like compared to larger cities.
It's a bargain for sure.
Yeah, it's really a bargain and something you won't find anywhere else. And again, when you're bringing this collaboration of multiple chefs, it's always going to be something extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to add that.
Thank you.
So you moved around all these different restaurants. You've also helped other chefs, worked with them, and so now I got a text because I was in Mexico or something, and I got back and they're like, "Come by the food truck." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Yeah, we got a food truck." I'm like, "Oh, you guys have a food truck now? Cool. That's like from one week to the next. Like, what's happening?"
Yeah.
And it's like super exciting. And you guys are so now permanent residents at a Sheepdog Brewery.
Yeah, we're at Old Sheepdog Brewery officially Thursday through Saturdays.
Okay.
Even though we like to accommodate when there's like events or shows or
Mm-hmm.
or any just sort like we just had like one of those like pet drives last
Yeah.
week when they take like their dogs or cats
Yeah.
and they put the chips on them and stuff like that.
Okay.
And that was like at a random time on a random day, but we still like managed to like open.
Mhm.
But yeah, definitely like our hours are Thursday through Saturday. We usually start around 4 and then. Well, it's pretty cold right now, so we're leaving like around 11
Okay.
midnight. But once the days start getting nicer, we'll probably be there until like 1, 2 in the morning.
Really?
Depending on.
That's important because there is not
Exactly.
like
Night food.
no night food. No, and I'm always hungry. Like from wake up to like I go to sleep. And if I'm going out, like okay, so like let's be real. I'm gonna turn 40 this year. I have to take a nap in order to go out. It's like every day I'm going and taking at least an hour nap. But then you go out and you're having fun, and then you want some food, and it's like drive through.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody wants that.
So sad.
That's okay. El Paso, Chef Monstro has you. So tell us
Yeah,
more.
So that's the idea, yeah. And well, the taco shop, it's called El Tiger. A lot of people think it's called El Tigre, but no, it's called El Tiger.
Yeah.
Like pocho, like that,
Yeah.
And the reason is
Like pocho like that.
my dad, who he passed away like about 8 years ago, he used to be
Sorry
a
to hear that.
professional wrestler in the 90s,
Really?
which was really cool, yeah.
I didn't know that.
And so
Wait, a professional wrestler?
yeah, like
In
here in the area in El Paso and in Juarez.
so was it just wrestling or boxing or?
No, he was just wrestling and like mask. and
Lucha,
then,
though.
lucha,
Oh,
and
that's
then-
what I'm looking for. Okay.
Yeah, and basically like I came around and he had to
Okay.
stop doing it, but
Oh man. That's so
like
nice.
that's something that's kind of like a big sport in my family, and
Yeah.
and like he also really like eating tacos, and that was like one of like the like not fun memories. Well, they're fun memories, but like every time I think about what me and him will be eating, it was like at some
Always
sort of
tacos.
like taco stand, you know.
Okay.
So I thought it was like a pretty cool homage.
Yes.
And then like we took that inspiration from his character, like the wrestler.
Yes,
to
because
do,
it's
like,
always
that whole-
luchadores on your all's marketing. Yeah.
So we had this amazing designer. He's local. He's from Ciudad Juarez, but
What's his name?
his name is Rodolfo Baquer. He goes by Mostacho. That's
Okay.
like his artistic name. And he's done like great stuff in like New York, in Mexico City. He's currently like in Europe, like pasting like his art
Wow.
like everywhere. So very amazing guy, and he knew my dad as well. So when I kind of talked to him about the
Mhm.
idea, I was like, I got
All
you,
excited.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
he did.
That's
he
so
did
cool.
everything, you know. So yeah, and then I guess like the like the topic of the taqueria, I guess it's like we're kind of trying to push yourself away from like that type of like Central Mexico, South Mexico taquerias, and we're trying to really like encourage like that sense of time and place of the north of Mexico, you know. So like our taqueria is defined as a like North Mexico taqueria or like a fronterizo taqueria. And
What is that?
so basically, simply, it's most of the elements that we like to do on like our grills on Sunday, like put on a menu, you know. So
Mhm.
you'll find stuff like, I don't know, like volcanes, which is nothing but like a warm tostada with beans, cheese, and like carne asada on it,
Mm-hmm.
and you just put it on the flat top or the grill, and then you just wait for all that to get like combined together,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and we sell that as an order, as a single item, or we get like these amazing nixtamal products from Molino Esquil over there in Juarez. So we try to use a lot of that fresh masa that these guys are
was gonna
sourcing
say,
from
yeah.
like everywhere in Mexico,
Yeah.
and just put it to the disposition of people in El Paso that are probably not too used to
Yeah.
having that, you know.
People don't here in El Paso, I guarantee won't even know what a tlayuda is, and
Yeah.
you can find that on your truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like for example, that's like very south of Mexico,
Yeah.
you know, like super like Oaxaca, and
yeah.
like Puebla. But I mean, we have the masa and we have the ingredients, so we basically
not?
encourage people to like put their knowledge up to test, you know, like because that's kind of like how we came up with like having a secret menu, but we don't really have a secret menu, you know, like we're like, okay, like if you know your taquerias,
Yeah.
like, you know that
Then you know the ingredients, you know if
yeah,
they can make it for
yeah,
you.
you know what we can make. Like a lot of people like are starting to kind of get into the costras, which costras is like a cheese crust that we do on our tortillas.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's a variation of it that you do it without the tortilla. So like the cheese crust
Sure.
is your
Is the
actual
taco.
tortilla, you know?
Yeah.
So some people have started
Right.
to like catch up on that, and then yeah, like we did tlayudas one time for a special just because we were bored and it was super cold, and came out with it. And now like whenever people go and try one, like that's the item they come back for.
Yeah.
You know, or,
It's so unique, and you will not find that anywhere else in El
No.
Paso. That's a guarantee. And you guys even use like flor de calabaza.
yeah, so a lot of those like off-season ingredients that we get, like we have the luck, and we're grateful that we have also worked with like a lot of purveyors in Mexico for a lot of years. So like we were able to get that stuff like from Chiapas, from Oaxaca, from Guadalajara.
Like
when-
sourcing
yeah,
from the
when
OGs
it
where it's
shouldn't even
come
be
from. Yeah.
in season here in the
Oh,
city,
okay.
you know.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
so yeah, that's how we're able to do it. And like I said, going back to our secret menu, like we always have something there, you know.
Mhm.
But like you need to come and ask and like get into a conversation either with me or with David, which is like the other guy working the
Mhm.
truck with me.
hmm
But yeah, there's definitely something there for everyone.
And also make sure to follow them on Instagram. Do you guys also have Facebook?
No, we only
Okay.
do Instagram right now. It's been kind of like really tough to like manage a
Yeah,
lot of
it's a
social
lot.
networks
It's a
right now.
lot. Yeah.
But yeah, we're doing just Instagram right now. The name of the Instagram it's El Tiger Taqueria,
hmm
and yeah, like follow us there.
And you guys post on the regular, and that's how I learned about the secret menu items was because of one of your all's posts.
yeah, it's because we usually do specials like every other week or so. But there's stuff that we're like, oh, this is really cool. We should
Yeah,
probably just
bring
like
it-
keep doing it, you know?
Right. And you guys are also now going to be open to private caterings?
Yes. So we just recently acquired like another piece of equipment that's gonna kind of turn us into like a mobile service as well.
Mhm.
So the truck, it's always like I said, it's permanently parked at Old Ship.
Mhm.
But yeah, like we have that extra piece of furniture that we can use in everybody's house or business or party.
So I know you and I know your partners and the quality. And so my question is, and maybe it's too early to ask, I don't care. Are we looking at a fleet of trucks? Or are we looking at a future restaurant
I
where
don't
what
know.
you'd like?
Honestly, like,
Because that's what it should be. That's what it could be.
yeah.
And that's out there, El Paso, if you know anybody, you know. But like, is there like a preference?
I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you right now because
Too early. It's okay.
I'm really feeling the like how easy it is to operate the truck.
Mhm.
Like you get rid of like a lot of overhead that
Mhm.
sometimes it's
And that's why I've seen like a fleet of trucks
Yeah.
is like a more popular thing nowadays than opening a
than
brick and
opening a
mortar.
brick and mortar, yeah.
Right.
I agree. So I don't know like what I do know is that like we do this because like we just
It's a
love
passion,
it,
yeah.
and and it's also like it's been very good with me this career, you know. So I guess I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing. It's like play it by ear, you
Yeah.
know, and then like if
See what
eventually it
happens.
needs to be like another truck, it'll probably be another truck, or
That's
if it
cool.
needs to be a spot, like
Yeah.
I feel like that truck's gonna tell us, you know.
Yeah.
But
It's
no, I
exciting.
don't-
It's
I don't
exciting
know.
because, I mean, I don't know. Just like anybody in the culinary scene, they're already like Chef Monstro. Oh, yes, we know, we love. So it's cool to have you up and running in your own,
Yeah.
establishment here. So is that being said, you guys also are working on something new, yes?
Yeah, well, that's like something that's been kind of in the works for like the last few months. But I did partner up with some really nice investors that had like a project going on in Juarez,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be like the executive chef for this up and coming restaurant in almost it's called like the central area of Juarez, like
Okay.
around Avenida El Charro, Paseo Triunfo, which is yeah, you will say like close to San Lorenzo, close to where Taqueria Linares or the new Cantabria, Flor de Nogal, all those venues are. We're gonna be opening a restaurant there in the next coming months. It's called Pola Rosa.
Is this by the downtown bridge?
And now this is by the middle one, by
Middle
the
one, okay.
Cordova
Okay,
Bridge.
sorry.
Yeah, you'll be fairly closer to that bridge.
Okay.
And yeah, like the intention of Pola Rosa is for it to be
Pull that.
almost like comfort food with a little hints of like very elegant service and approach, but it's all about like North Mexico gastronomy, you know.
Cool.
So that's what we're trying to encompass because it's like, well, it's our home first of all, and then like there's a lot of elements of nostalgia and things that used to be some ways and other they're different, and also how like food trends change and also like sustainability, which is like a really big issue nowadays, you know. So we took all those elements and we're trying to put them into this new restaurant that's coming up, and well, yeah, we'll have like a spot in Juarez and we have
Place
El
here.
Taller
That's
here,
so exciting.
yeah.
That's very cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And so that being said, you here with El Tiger.
El Taller.
I'm sorry, I'm like the whitest Mexican ever. But you know my pronunciation. I'll try. You do pop-ups like every couple of weeks.
Yes.
You have one coming up, and this chef is actually opening a taco spot here in El Paso as well. Yeah.
No, it's
Or
not. It's not a
coming.
taco spot actually. His name is Andres Pablos. Very talented cook. He's been around in the industry here in El Paso for a while, and he's finally opening his brick and mortar in the
Yeah.
next few months. The restaurant is called Acá.
Oh, that's a cool name.
And it's gonna be like more like same thing, like comfort food, like nothing too complicated, you know, like just really good stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, so he's a really good friend of mine. So I feel like
Yeah.
I could help him by showcasing
Sure.
like, one of his dishes.
No,
that
that's
I
how
love.
when I looked at the pages right now before the show, and I was like, wait a minute, what is this? I've not heard of this. It's opening here in El Paso. What the heck? And I think that's so cool because again, you are so deep in the culinary scene that these pop-ups that you have, okay, I'm gonna say this, you guys need to listen. These pop-ups that you guys have are a combination of chefs that are from El Paso and Las Cruz or Juarez. Yeah, and either you can go and have them individually, but then when you get to have them together and see what they come and create together, that's a unique experience that you're not going to have in any restaurant that you go to.
Yeah.
And so it's cool to also get to showcase and highlight and experience the food from other chefs that you maybe typically wouldn't have heard of or tried yet, and you're allowing, like, you're giving a space for that, which is really cool.
Yeah,
Here in Central El Paso, of all places.
I think that was also like one of like the anchor points for opening the truck. You know that somehow like the people involved in it, they've been like doing fine dining like with me for like a few years, so we're kind of tired of that scene, and we're like, okay, like we know how to make all these stuff, but like how we make it affordable and inclusive for like everyone, you know, not just for like this tiny sector of El Paso.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that's kind of like the basis of it, and same thing with the pop-ups. Like we were just trying to what we were never let to do, you know.
Yeah, sure.
So
and of course, being chefs, you're artists, so to be stuck to one menu, I'm sure is like you know what I mean. Like you want to get outside the box and show, because you guys can do so much more. It's your canvas than just sticking to that menu. So it gives you an opportunity to really again utilize all the different skills and trainings that you guys have.
For sure. Yeah,
it's exciting. So we have the secret menu, opening in Juarez, pop-ups, private caterings, guest chefs. Anything else that we want to...
No, well, I guess if anything, just give us a chance. Come hang out at the brewery, try one of our tacos. Our neighbors also, you probably know them, Star Burgers and Fries. They're
delicious.
Like, amazing.
Great burgers.
So we even have like kind of like a secret menu going on with them too.
Oh yeah?
Tell
me more.
Chris and I have talked about this a few times. Like,
Chris, it's happening now.
Sorry, Chris. You can go get like a burger with them, and then you bring it up to us, and then like you pay like the price for one of the tacos, not the whole order, and then we'll put like the ingredients inside the burger.
Watch out.
So we started doing it with like a single burger, and then
you guys are serving taco burgers? Is that what's happening? You're serving taco burgers. Okay, I don't know where else you can get one of that. That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's winter, so it's kind of like low season for food trucks. So we just started like
being creative,
you know,
100%, and that's smart. You know, there's always all these different establishments out there are always looking for different specials or highlights on different days and stuff. So you yourself are having to do the same thing, just like everyone else. You're just finding a different way to go about it, more creative, or your own unique way in your style. So how do people find you, and when are you guys available?
So we are open Thursday through Saturday. This weekend we're gonna be open Sunday because there's a cigar event at the brewery.
Oh, cool.
So we will be there for that. After probably once spring hits, we'll announce like an extra day, because that's like our goal, to be open 4 days a week. We just don't know if that's gonna be a Sunday, a Monday, a Wednesday.
Sure.
So we're still in the works with that. And yeah, we open from 4 until 11ish. Sometimes we sell out early. Sometimes we stay there all night. But
that's awesome.
It's like about our business hours.
I love it. What was it on recently? And I shared it to the stories, and I was like, if these dudes are talking about, was it Taco Trail or something? Yeah. Tell me about that real quick.
Jose, the writer from Taco Trail, he was in town. He was checking out a few spots, and he got together with Enrique from Charlatan, and they came over and have some tacos, and I think he liked them.
Yeah.
So,
Well, he did a post about it saying that he did, and I shared it, and I said, well, if these guys are eating it and talking about it, shouldn't you? So I encourage you guys, El Paso, go out and see what all the hype is about. You're brand new to the scene. It's only going to get bigger and better. So make sure to check out El Tiger Taqueria on Instagram. Tell them I sent you. Give them all these pages, these awesome businesses. Por favor. Por favor, give them a like. Por favor.
I was
The
clicking
Tiki
everybody that he
room.
said. I'm like, okay, that one. And I was like, because I'm so forgetful, so I was like, okay, Starburgers.
Yes, you have to try all this food. You have to try it. So, por favor, the Tiki Room, El Tiger Taqueria. Go and follow their pages. You will not be disappointed. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Wait a minute, where's Amy? She's getting out of it this time. I don't see her. Go to Dead Beach. They're having another tap of the week. Oh my god. Every week they're going to be tapping a different beer for a couple months. So make sure to check that out. They're open on Wednesdays now. And I think, don't quote me, I think this on Wednesdays is the day that they tap their new beers. So go and check them out. They're also doing a lot of cool pop-up events recently. So follow them on Facebook and Instagram too to learn. Thank you again to Dead Beach for allowing me the space to record this YouTube channel. And the El Paso Zoo Society, I love you. Go and follow them if you're interested in donating. They donate directly to the El Paso Zoo Society because they keep the money here in El Paso for our zoo and our animals and rent projects, all that cool stuff. Spring is coming up, so I know they have a spring camp coming up. I'll be there next Friday to talk more about that. So just go and check them out if you want to sign your kiddos up. Tell them I sent you. Also, I do want to mention a couple of things. Tonight I'll be eating dinner at 1700. I want to check out their steak. You know me, I'm kind of on a steak hunt right now. I also, this week on Monday, was invited to a chef dinner at the Hotel Paso del Norte, and they have a monthly. It is absolutely delicious. This one was cacao and cane, and so every dish was infused with chocolate. And I don't know how they did it, but everything was delicious, and it just fit perfect, even with the chicken and, you know, the different items that we had. The salad with the cacao powder or dust that they called it, or ash, I don't even remember. It was so many cool things, but it's a beautiful experience. And again, this happens once a month, so make sure to check them out. And you're getting the chefs from 1700 who are, you know, coming up with these meals for you. It's a beautiful, the El Matador, I think is how you say it, up top. The bar, the fancy restaurant bar with the views. El Mirador, that one. I'm sorry. But that's where this one was, and it was gorgeous. I highly recommend them. Also, Black Fridays, if you guys saw, I was there on Saturday. It's not just, you know, like electronics and home decor and things like that. They also have a really cool clothing section in all their locations. I believe it's 4 in El Paso and 1 in Colorado. They just opened one on the east side in Socorro area. That was awesome. They're all awesome. What am I saying? I started juicing because of Black Friday. I found a juicer, like a sweet brand juicer for $15 on Fridays. So, but anyways, I went on Saturday. You know, it goes from $15, $10, $6, or $8, $6 to $4. I don't know, something like that. It's all on my post, so go check it out. You'll find stuff for the whole family there. All the way from shoes to backpack, purses, makeup. They even have like cool wigs. They have tops, bottoms, like construction gear. Like, they've got all kinds of cool stuff. And then you can also find, I bought a Brita water filter, which is really cool. I did. And then I also got like art supplies. It's an amazing store. It's really fun. It's something cool to take your family to, like show your mom, show your aunts, stuff like that. Everybody's gonna be addicted. But go check out all these businesses. Follow them, and as always, tell them I sent you. Thanks for going local, El Paso, and I'll see you next week. All right, take care. Bye.